The Defense is the first book in Steve Cavanagh's Eddie Flynn series. Eddie Flynn is the main character. He used to be a con artist. Later, he became a criminal defense lawyer in New York. A disastrous case happened the previous year. In that case, Eddie believed his client was innocent. The client turned out to be guilty. This led to tragedy. Because of it, Eddie lost his career. He also lost his marriage. He spiraled into alcoholism. He swore off courtrooms forever. Now he just scrapes by with occasional work. He has limited visitation with his 10-year-old daughter Amy as well. The story begins when the Russian mafia kidnaps Eddie. The mafia boss is Oleg Volchek. Volchek is on trial for murder. He is accused of shooting a young man many times. The case has strong evidence against him. Volchek's men strap a high explosive bomb to Eddie's back. The bomb has a trigger and a dead man switch. They force Eddie to take over Volchek's defense attorney. This happens in the middle of the trial. They replace the previous lawyer. The mafia's real plan is not just to win the case. They want Eddie to stall the trial. They need the prosecution to call their star witness. This witness is in protective custody. The witness will only appear for the trial. The bomb is meant to explode when Eddie gets close to that witness. It will remove the main threat to Volchek. They promise Eddie that Amy will be released if he cooperates. They say she will be safe if he wins the case. Eddie realizes no one will survive if the mafia succeeds. Most of the story happens over 48 hours. It takes place inside the courtroom. Eddie must look like he is defending Volchek well. He faces heavy media attention and FBI scrutiny. He must stall and maneuver in court. He uses his legal skills and con artist tricks. He tries to figure out how to stop the bomb. He wants to rescue Amy. He wants to turn the tables on the mafia. Volchek's enforcers watch him closely. One main enforcer is Arturas. Arturas stays in court with Eddie. Flashbacks show Eddie's past. They cover his childhood as a grifter. They show how he became a lawyer. They explain his failed marriage. They describe the case that broke him. They show his relationship with Amy. Major plot twists happen. Eddie notices inconsistencies in the case. He sees problems in Volchek's inner circle. The murder victim had ties to the mafia. The star witness can connect Volchek to the crime. The witness can also tie him to bigger operations. Eddie uses his old con tricks. He misdirects people. He reads people well. He plants doubts in court. He manipulates situations. He does clever cross-examinations. He makes smart objections. He influences the jury. He uses physical sleight of hand. Eddie discovers one of Volchek's men plans to betray him. There is tension and a power struggle inside the mafia. Eddie exploits that division. In the climax, Eddie pulls off a big con in the courtroom. He neutralizes a bomb threat. He gets help from an old contact. He uses the device itself in a clever way. He exposes the real killer and the betrayer in Volchek's group. He makes sure Volchek gets convicted. The mafia plan fails completely. Eddie eventually saves Amy. She was being held by the Russians. Eddie survives the bomb situation. He brings down Volchek and his main lieutenants. The book ends with Eddie reflecting. He thinks about his skills. He thinks about his past. There's a hint that his courtroom days may not be over. The story is a fast-paced legal thriller. It has lots of courtroom drama. It has high stakes. It has many twists. Eddie is a smart, flawed anti-hero. He relies on his wits more than force. The tension comes from the ticking clock. It comes from the bomb. It comes from Amy's safety. It comes from Eddie needing to play both sides perfectly.